Good day to everyone. I'm Mom Jovi. In this video, I am going to talk about Introduction to Object-Oriented Programming. What is object-oriented programming? Object-oriented programming is a paradigm where concepts are represented by objects. Each object is an instance of a class which can be seen as blueprint or template of the object's characteristic. Programming paradigm is the classification, style, or way of programming. Instance. An instance of a program is a copy of an executable version of the program that has been written to the computer's memory. Of object-oriented programming. Classes, objects, methods, and attributes. Classes, these are user-defined data types that act as the blueprint for objects, attributes, and methods. Objects, these are instances of a class with specifically defined data. Methods, these are functions that are defined inside the class that describe the behavior of an object. They are usually for reusability or keeping functionality encapsulated inside one object at a time. Attributes, these are defined in the class template and represent the state of an object. To further explain a class, I have here a class diagram. A class diagram is depicted with the shape. A class diagram describes the attributes and operations of a class and also the constraints imposed on the system. The class diagram are widely used in the modeling of object-oriented systems because they are the only UML diagrams which can map directly with object-oriented languages. Diagram has three parts. So the class name, next, attributes, and methods. So in Java, a variable within the class is referred to as a class attribute. And the class attributes are also known as fields, state, and properties. While method is a block of code that when called performs specific actions mentioned in it. This is an example of a UML diagram. UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. As viewed, the class name starts with a capital letter, applying the naming convention. Next, for the attributes, the second part, the attributes are name, ID, and age. And lastly, for the methods, we have the following methods: set name, set ID, set age, get name, get ID, get age, and the if method. What is access modifier or specifier? Access modifier defines the access type of the method from where it can be accessed in your application. In Java, there are four types of access specifier. We have private. This access specifier is accessible only within the class in which it is defined. This is represented by a minus sign. Next, public. This access specifier is accessible in all classes in your application. This is represented by a plus sign. Next, protected. This access specifier is accessible within the package in which it is defined and in its subclasses, including subclasses declared outside the package. This is represented by a hashtag symbol. And lastly, default. Declare defined without using any modifier. This access specifier is accessible within the same class and package within which its class is defined. This is represented by a tilde symbol. Okay, to continue, I am going to convert this UML diagram into a Java source code. Yan. So as you can see guys, we have a class named animal. So to interpret that, ganito lang siya. Public class animal. It is indeed a good practice that you are going to start or apply the proper naming convention by starting the class named with a capital letter. Okay? To. Yan. Animal. Next, we have the next part of the diagram is the attributes. So sometimes this is called properties, states, or fields. No? You may encounter tutorials or websites. Ito yung mga ginagamit. So don't be confused. Next one. So as you can see, the access specifier is a minus sign. Kapag minus sign, if it is minus sign, it is private, followed by the data type, and then the variable, semicolon. Next, we do it again, private, int, id, semicolon. So private, and then int, and then age semicolon. Yan. So, eto na po siya. These are the attributes. So, we converted this UML diagram into source code. Okay. So, for the methods or behaviors. Oh, wrong spelling. Methods or behaviors. Okay. So, the access specifier is plus. So, we have plus. But syntax is public, void, set name. And then, we are going to put the data type first. So, string space name. Ganyan siya. Since it's a method, ayan, to interpret that behavior. Next, sa loob, we will be using the keyword this. The keyword this refers to the class animal. So, this dot name. Yan. What we're telling is that this name variable is equals to this name. Okay. Yan. So, public void set name. Okay, eto po yon, this variable. And then this that name is equal to name. Yan. Okay, so we will be continuing this one hanggang matapos natin lahat yung setter. So, let's continue. Public void set ID is equal to int tapos ID. Yan. And then, yan. So, these are all the setters. Setters. Ginagawa muna natin yung setters. This, that ID, this, that ID is equal to ID. Again, repeat. Last na setter natin. So, public void set age and then int age, then yan, and then this one, this that age is equals to this that age is equals to age. Okay, we're done with the first three, the setters. Now, we will convert the getters. Yan. So, paano naman? How we do that for the getters? Okay?
Okay, these are all next methods pa rin to. Ito yung mga getters. These are the getters. So, as you can see, get name. So, public. The data type is string. So, kumain na siya. Public string space get name. Yan. Then, to. Sa loob, we just put return name. Yan. Space. Yan. Okay. So, we will be continuing this until we converted this methods. Yung get age, tsaka get ID, and then the eat method. Okay, so, public int get ID. Next, return ID. Yeah, there you go. Dali lang, di ba? Yan. Okay. So, ito ulit. Public int get age and then method. Yan. So, ang ating return age. Next, we have here the method eat. Yan. So, public void eat lang. So, yun siya. Public void eat. Since there's no instruction yet, what we're gonna do, ito lang, lalagay lang nandito and I'll be putting some comment. Dito natin ilalagay yung code block. Okay, instructions will be given. Yan, dito, ano yung gusto mong ipagawa sa method na it. Okay, so let's save this. Of course, if we are going to compile this one, wala munang mangyayari. No, nothing will happen because we're just creating the template. I'll be demonstrating later on how we are going to use this. So, i-F6 lang natin para makita natin kung merong error o wala. Process started, wala. Wala siyang error. Ito lang. This one appears. Error. Main method not found in class animal. Please define the main method as public static void main. So, we're, this one is prompting us that we did not create a main method. Okay? So, yun lang yun. Mamaya, we will be creating a main method.
If this video helps you, please click like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.